Welcome back to another episode of Danganronpa, the last class trial. I'm not sure the last video, but it's gonna be last class trial. I'm ready. Everybody else is ready. Behind that door, questions y'all ready. So you guys didn't know, we got evidence. So let's go in there and figure out the mission, Johnson.
Makoto,
You're early, Dakota.
listen.
Does this mean you feel prepared? Yeah, for now at least. Where's everyone else? Why aren't they here yet?
However,
Don't worry, I'm sure they'll be here soon. And just like you said, Yakia. Yakia? Why everybody looking at me like they want to fight? Hina? Hina, don't look at me like that. You know you get them curves. Hero? Alright, so everybody, is on red. Something's happened. To the point where they all looking at me like they want to do something. Like, what's up? Like, y'all got something to say? No, nothing. Nothing at all. This isn't the normal silence. It's like the first class trial.
you called for me and so I appeared. Oh, I'm on fire!
Strong silence, master. Wonderful.
Yes!
Now listen up. He'll be fine if you leave it to me.
My beautiful scissors!
My scissors sharp, scissors in hands. I'll stab groups of masters evil. As I thought I couldn't kill anyone but adorably little boy. If it's what master wants, it'll be a boy, girl, anything between. I can handle it. Where am I? No human language can disguise disappointment I'm feeling right now. Everyone's here. Oh, and wearing our glory. Go.
Well now.
Well then, let's begin.
Kills, chills,
The
kills!
final class trial will be slider between Black Despair, Climb Master.
That's fine.
You're right, this is our final class trial. And there's no time it'll be fair. What do you mean this time? Stop with all this slander. I am barely standing,
Unbelievable.
There was a fair guy universe contest. I'll take home for training every year. I'm gonna win this super fair and square.
Today, I'm feeling white.
I'll make sure everyone's watching at home.
Stop talking.
Enough of your 10 numbers. Let's begin the trial already. Sure, let's begin this trial. For some reason, I feel like he set something up. Because everybody was cool up until everybody now is looking at me with stares like, we gonna tear your booty.
You guys.
I try to run away. Whatever.
In the name of my family.
There'll be no time. Let's see what's got everybody up and riled. Because everybody ain't saying nothing.
Hey,
They're all acting odd. Really? Oh. They were particularly suspicious of each other. You know why that is? Huh? Yeah, I think so.
however,
What can you tell us about it, at the class trial? You're right, I'm ready.
so
We will win, right? Of course. I'm glad to hear you say that. Let's get it on. Oh, it really is on 6 people left. This is the final quest. What do you think? In the perfect background, the side person, along as it with the last stand, it's exciting for the final blow. I'm gonna sit here on this one. I'll just sit here and battle 16 students. Well then, let's begin. Yeah, let's. Okay, there we go. Yeah, why not? It is the final battle. How long we got? Oh, well, whatever. We really don't need it. This.
Since this will be the final class trial, I've come up with a special rule. So listen up.
All right, what's up?
If you can figure out Mukuro's killer and go on to solve the mystery of this school, you guys win. But if you can't, then I win. And of course, waiting for the loser is the super exciting, super heart-pounding punishment.
All right.
Are you saying that if you lose, you'll execute yourself?
Yep, sure will.
And that's final? No loopholes? No wiggling out of it later?
Of course not. Bears never go back on their word.
You're not even a real bear.
Never mind all that. I just have one question for you.
Oh, you're taking this serious, huh? Are you feeling okay?
Is the mastermind only one person? Don't bother. I already know the answer. You're all the mastermind, aren't you? You're all out to get me. I'm right, aren't I? I knew it.
Shut up. Raise your hand before you speak.
You guys have all been working together, haven't you? I have evidence, so I know I'm right.
Hey, you stole my line. You're all out to get me. I'm sure of it. I have evidence of my own.
What a coincidence.
Damn.
I too have evidence to present. Evidence that proves everyone other than me has been working together.
What? Wait, hold on. This doesn't make any sense. How can the three of us each have that kind of evidence?
Ah, damn. I'm trying to hit the triangle.
All been working together. I have evidence, so I know. You stole it. You're not out to get me. I have evidence of my own. What a coincidence. Evidence that proves everyone. What? This doesn't make any sense. How can the three of us
I was about to be like, this. I hope so I can hit the triangle button no more.
It's not just you three. I have evidence too.
What? You too?
The evidence you're all referring to is this group photo, right?
Well, yeah. Huh? Wait, but mine's different. With the picture you have, I'm in it. But that can't be right. Because in my picture...
Let me see your picture. Let me see your picture.
See? I'm the only one not in it.
Ooh, okay. Look at all right, look at how sexy everyone. Look at Sakia. I didn't know Sakia had that type of body. And who else? Sakura got the boobs too. But this Makoto like it. look at Hifumi, bro. Like, Why is Sakura just outlapped us, or is she just running real fast? Why is we not outrunning fat ass over here?
Hero, you have a picture too, right? Let's see it.
Okay, but be careful with it. It's pretty important evidence.
It's really not. Look at Fat Joe over there. He eating donuts, man. He killing them donuts, man. And my man's over there. Look at baby girl in the back.
So the secret in these pictures has been revealed.
All right.
Secret or whatever, I don't care. You guys are all in on this together. That's why I'm the only one missing.
But you're in my picture. You're the ones trying to trick me.
We're all in each other's
So
pictures.
the whole purpose behind these photos was to get us questioning and fighting with each other. The mastermind laid a trap to make us each think everyone else was working against us.
Huh? I laid a trap? A trap? How rude! What grounds do you have for such audacious accusation?
You really doing this? Okay, so those things that we just get like extra answers.
I got it! In each case, the only one not in the picture is the person who received it.
Yeah.
So, in the picture I got, I'm the only one missing. In the picture Hina got, she's the only one missing.
Yeah, but look at the way they look in the store, especially hey, why even my man the boy girl, the girl that's just like a guy. Even he looked good in them shorts. No homo.
And in the picture Hero got, he's the only one missing.
As long as we're talking about it, I suppose I should show you my photo as well.
And they look good in some suit.
Monica
Ooh.
us a group photo in which that person wasn't included.
All right, so everybody looking fly in this game.
We each saw our picture. We just assumed everyone else was the enemy?
I mean, like I said, I wasn't that hyped for this game, but it's starting to get somewhere.
Figured it out, huh?
Yeah, I thought that must be it. But how was that a hint?
Listen, can I see everyone's group photo one more time? It's not directly connected to what we're talking about, but I'd like to double check something.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, I don't mind.
What McCullough? Oh, there he is, right? Why is he the only one not in the water? Get your butt in the water. Ooh, and where did that fish come from? Where did that fish come from? Look at that fish. Like, what the heck? Everybody just look good. Rocking that swimsuit. Yeah, they look good. Yeah, Fat Joe over there. I don't. Why is he wearing a small swimsuit? Rock the McCullough Classic. I guess everybody rocking Speedos. Why is y'all outrunning Fat? Unless you're outrunning him, please tell me he's not at the same pace as y'all. I mean, well. Bro, why she got his hand on the top of his head? What's going on with that? Really? Now we got another truth bullet.
Photo already? Ugh. Trying to trick me with such an obviously fake photo. I'm still pissed about that.
Really?
And on top of that, they went to all that trouble to make it look like we were wearing matching uniforms.
So you think they're fake? No. I assure you, they're quite real.
All the pictures probably really are real.
What are you talking about? There's no way.
Yeah, remember ever taking a picture like that.
We lost our
It's
memory.
fake. I'm sure of it.
But you know, can we really be so sure?
Huh?
Don't get me wrong, I don't remember taking this picture either. But is that really enough to be absolutely positive they're fake?
What do you mean?
So tell me, out of all the students, the mastermind failed. I'll tell you. Of course we are. Can you slow down? Oh, yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Now I understand.
All right, yeah, we got it. Amnesia.
Let's say that somehow we'd all lost our memories. That could
Yeah,
explain it, couldn't
I
it?
I think that's the case.
Oh, I get it. So we all just lost our memories at the same time and forgot about the photo.
Something had to
Makes
happen.
sense. As if. You expect me to believe such an unbelievable occult-type story?
Yeah, we all lost our memories? That's just crazy.
No, it could be true. All right, we doing good so far. Damn, 5 bullets. We did.
You're saying we all got spontaneous amnesia? Since when did this turn into some kind of sci-fi fantasy?
I promise you, I haven't lost my memory. Ever since I got to this school, I remember everything that's happened.
So the idea that we all lost
All right.
Stupid, obviously.
Obviously, I know where is
Saying
that.
we all
Got spontaneous. Since when did this turn into some? I promise you, ever since I got to, I remember everything that's happened.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
You mean she's wrong?
Those photos aren't the only things that point to the possibility of memory loss. This DVD does the same thing.
You're not gonna show us something indecent, are you?
Raise your hand before you speak, Coco. You know what? Raise your hand. Raise your hand and wait to be called on.
No, it's nothing like that.
Makoto, continue. Forget this girl. Continue. Interrupting my man, Makoto. This chick, am I right? Continue, Makoto. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's a video of all of us being interviewed by the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster.
When you say all of us, you mean
All of us. Every last person that's been here, is here.
I mean all of us, including you.
That's right. Including you.
No, it's not a lie. Just watch the DVD and you'll see for yourself.
I'm sorry.
The headmaster did, in fact, interview you.
what are you saying?
I didn't imagine you would remember.
It's not about whether or not I remember. You expect me to believe all this? That I lost my memory somehow?
We all lost the man, baby
Well,
girl.
we don't have any way to refute it, so we have no choice but to accept it as reality.
How can you say that? We're talking about living, breathing amnesia here.
Yeah.
To be honest, I have something else on my mind right now.
Something else?
You said the DVD contains recordings of us being interviewed by the headmaster, right?
Yeah, that's right.
What were the interviews about?
The headmaster sat each of us down, one at a time, and asked us the same question. He asked us if we could accept the idea of spending the rest of our lives in this school.
What kind of question is that?
And how did we answer?
We'd say no, obviously.
We didn't. We said yes like a motherfucker.
Actually, we all said we could. even me. I heard myself say yes. I could spend the rest of my life at this school.
Why? Why would you say yes to something like that?
We all said yes. Some
I
girl.
don't know. I don't remember a thing.
The same goes for everyone else. Nobody remembers. You don't remember choosing to live here forever, or even talking to the headmaster about it at all.
It doesn't matter if I remember or not.
But we don't.
Even if I bought the whole amnesia thing, the idea that I would want to live here forever? That's just insane! How can I believe that?
Insane or not, we can't move forward until you accept it.
You sure are, 'cause it's all true.
What?
I know it sounds absurd, but if it's the truth, there's nothing we can do about it.
Indeed. We only have one path in front of us.
Then, really?
Yep, you all totally lost your memory at the same time.
This is all.
And this isn't like some normal kind of memory loss. You stole those specific memories from us, didn't you?
Oopsie, you figured that part out too, huh?
Of course. There's no way we would all just happen to get amnesia at the same time.
How could someone just steal our memories?
How? Come, that hardly matters right now.
I mean, it kind of does.
If I said it was hypnotism, would you believe me? Or we opened up your skulls and messed with your brains? Would you really believe anything I said? How it happened doesn't matter right now.
I mean, it really doesn't.
What matters is figuring out what memories you took from us. That's what you're trying to say, right?
I knew I could count on you.
The interview with the headmaster, taking that group photo, those can't be the only memories we lost. There must have been a purpose to it all. A reason for taking away our memories.
All right, let's hear it.
Of course there was a purpose. It all has to do with the original motive.
The original motive.
You mean the motive you came up with to try and get us to all kill each other?
That has something to do with the memories you stole from us?
It sure does. But that part's still a secret. Anyway, I'm sure it's not easy, but let's all focus on the class trial for the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Okay, so you want us to figure out who killed her before we do anything else.
All right, so now we got some.
So who did it? Who killed her?
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind everything. That much I'm sure of.
But when you think about it, is the mastermind really here in the school?
Of course! They have to be here somewhere.
What makes you so sure?
What does make me so sure?
Exactly. You're just making stuff up.
There's no way the mastermind is here.
Oh my God, baby girl, you forgot about it.
The mastermind is probably a million miles away.
No, that's wrong.
Okay, got it. Oh,
There's no question that the mastermind is somewhere within the school.
How do you know? Did you find some evidence or something?
In the
The
back of
control
the
room.
center, I found a panel that controls Monokuma. The mastermind must have been using that to control him all this time.
all right, so there's somebody here.
There can't be any doubt. The mastermind has been inside the school all along.
There can't be any doubt. In which case, there also can be no doubt that the mastermind is one of us.
What? Why?
Because he's controlling them right now. Oh my
Recall
God.
what Makoto told us Monokuma said to him earlier. So if the mastermind is in the school, we have to assume it can only be that 16th student.
But how'd they manage to survive all of this?
So we're the only ones here? It's not me. I'm not the mastermind.
No, he's saying. No, it's possible that Morikuma. Oh my God, Makoto. Come on, man. Use your head. It's possible that.
Well, it's not me.
I blame Makoto.
What? Why me?
Cuz it's super weird how you're the only one who survived being executed.
Yeah, cause alter ego saved me.
Oh, I get it. The only way he could have survived is if he was actually the mastermind himself, right?
Yeah.
Aw, nuts! You got me!
Wait, what are you trying to say?
Everyone, calm down. There's no reason to panic. The mastermind's true identity will become clear soon enough. Just
That's a good point. Rather than wasting time bickering, we should put our minds to work solving this mystery.
Yeah, well, how much time have we already spent talking about the murder?
That's a good question.
He's right. What more is there to talk about?
if you want something to talk about, I think there might be one thing. We haven't fully established what Mukuro's fatal injury was.
Huh? But I thought we figured that out. She died when she got hit in the back of the head.
No, that isn't actually what killed her. It was something entirely different. Wouldn't you agree, Makoto?
I got it! All of the wounds covering her body. That's what really killed her.
Hey, now hold on a second. You did read the Monokuma file, right? It made it pretty clear. Those wounds were made at least a few days ago. So they can't possibly be what killed her.
Consider this. What if the murder itself took place at least a few days ago?
What?
What if, when we discovered her body, she'd already been dead for several days? If that's true, then naturally the wounds that killed her would appear to be however many days old.
That doesn't make any sense. Because she had all those wounds before she ever came here.
Huh? How do you know that?
Isn't it obvious? She was the ultimate soldier, right? So that means, you know,
You're wrong.
she denied me before I could even say anything. Come on. I mean, you think I'm not weird, okay? At least listen to what I have to say before you deny me.
I mean, you made the wrong decision. She was in fact the ultimate despair, and she proved it. You did not. You listened to what Jackass over there had to say. So, yeah. How about before you deny me? Of course, we're back at this. Oh crap.
Mukuro was the ultimate soldier. She must have been in 100 different battles. So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those wounds in battle.
Are you finished?
You didn't deny me this time, Swansea. You made me go all cutesy.
Don't worry, there wasn't anything cute about it.
I'm sorry, I did not. I'm sorry.
Mukuro was the ultimate soldier. She must have been in 100 different battles. So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those wounds in battle.
Are you finished?
You didn't deny me this time, Swansea. You made me go all cutesy.
Don't worry, there wasn't anything cute about it.
It really wasn't.
Mukuro was the ultimate soldier. She must have been
Damn.
Don't worry, there wasn't anything cute about it.
I missed it. It's because the words is
She gargled.
gotcha.
No, that's wrong. No, Mukuro didn't suffer those wounds in battle. The file we found in the headmaster's room said as much. Despite the time she spent in battle after battle as a member of Fenrir, when she entered this school, she hadn't sustained a single injury.
Still be denied so completely. Actually, it's kind of refreshing.
Girl, you need help.
Maybe it's because of all of Master's training.
Anyway, so we can be sure that Mukuro suffered all those wounds after coming to this school.
Okay.
In which case, they could be the very thing that killed her.
As a matter of fact, it's hard to imagine any other possibility. When examining her body, I found that her stomach and head wounds came after she was already dead.
Unless anyone has any better suggestions, I think we can say this with confidence.
Oh, wait. Somebody did die with a lot of wounds. It was that girl. You know, that model chick. She was the one that died on the first day because Morikuma killed her. It's possible she probably still alive.
The wounds Mukuro sustained all over her body are what ultimately killed her.
Marukuru's not dead. It's probably old girl. So you think about it, she was the one who died, and Morikuma knew that, so he probably pulled a corpse out there and let that explode so they can't identify her. I'm just saying. No.
But if that's what killed her, then does that mean she's really been dead for who knows how long?
No. It's not her. It's not her entirely. She probably still alive. She probably faked her own death. Because now I think about it, it was old girl. She had those injuries. Who died in the first episode because she didn't want to
That's
go.
exactly what it means.
Sorry.
When we found her body in the garden, she'd already been dead for several days.
Man, she probably been dead longer than that. I mean, she was probably died during the first. But my theory is right. Baby girl probably never died. She probably stayed alive this whole time and probably just wants.
So then, what about the little matter of what happened last night?
What happened last night?
Makoto, you said you were attacked in your room by a masked assailant.
Oh shoot, my bad, y'all.
If Mukuro had already been dead for several days, so who was it that attacked you?
Maybe it's not Murukuro. She's probably still alive. Her body probably didn't match.
I got it! The one who attacked me was the true mastermind. When we discovered Mukuro in the garden wearing the same mask, I naturally assumed she must have been the one who attacked me. But I was wrong. It wasn't her at all. It was the mastermind.
What are you laughing at?
No, I'm saying, oh girl probably still alive, y'all. Cause you think about it. Look, if she had all those wounds, who remembered to have those wounds died a long time ago? It was old girl.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just getting a little impatient sitting here listening. I think I'm gonna jump in. Let's start off with a nice, easy question.
All right, what's up?
Your assumption that I attacked Makoto is just that, right? An assumption. You can't really know who was under that mask, can you? I mean, that's the whole point of a mask. The true identity of the masked attacker is Mukuro Ikusaba. At least, that's what I think. Do you have any evidence that might convince me otherwise?
Oh, oh yeah. Well, yeah. There's that. Her right hand. All right. So if you want to, okay. So obviously it's one of these.
You never
These we
saw
gotta
her
grab.
face, right? So you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusama.
You're wrong. Even without seeing their face, there's another part of the attacker we can use to prove it wasn't her.
Oh? And what is this other part? Is it the right hand? Or the left hand? Maybe the right foot? Or perhaps the left foot? Or could it be the hips?
All right. We got it. We got it. We got what we need.
You never saw their face, right? So you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was...
No, it wasn't. You wrong. What you talking about? You thought you doing something, huh?
Mukuro had a tattoo on her right hand, if I remember correctly.
And the killer didn't.
A representation of Fenrir. In other words, a wolf tattoo. But I saw the right hand of the person who attacked me.
It didn't have no tattoo.
And there was no such tattoo.
It had no tattoo at all.
There's no way the person behind the mask was Mukuro.
Yeah, well, okay. You got me. I guess it wasn't her.
What? Get out of here,
Still
Moko.
doesn't prove that it was me. It could have been, you know, someone else, right?
Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I all have solid alibis for that entire night.
Yeah, we were in the gym tearing you apart, so it could have been any of us.
Oh, okay, sure. It couldn't have been any of you. But what about Kyoko? Uh-oh, no snappy comeback. Did I score a bullseye?
No, you didn't.
If you insist, I don't mind showing you.
Oh,
Huh? Show me what?
What do you think? I'll show you the one thing that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it wasn't me.
Your hands!
Awful, isn't it? It happened when I was first learning to be a detective. I was inexperienced.
God.
I thought you didn't want anyone to see those scars.
If it means we get another step closer to unmasking the mastermind, it doesn't really bother me.
All right. Good job, baby girl, doing her thing.
My scars should suffice as proof. Makoto, did the person who attacked you have scars like mine?
No, not at all. I'm positive.
Then this much has been made clear. There can be no doubt that the one who attacked Makoto is the true mastermind.
This is just awful.
That's right.
On top of my secret being revealed, I had to look at those positively grotesque scars of yours. Sorry, did I say that out loud? I do hope I didn't hurt your feelings.
Not at all. You can say whatever you want.
Sure, as long as it means pushing me farther into the corner, right? But I'm not cornered just yet, because if you haven't noticed, the circumstances surrounding Mukuro's death are totally unknown.
That's true. All we know right now is she was killed a good while before this morning.
On the contrary, We don't know anything other than that.
Yeah, let her body was moved.
You're not going to tell us she was already dead before we arrived here or something, are you?
In that regard, you have nothing to worry about.
She probably was dead before. You know, again, she had 1,000 wounds. It's probably not her.
I promise you, without a doubt, she died after our little killing game began here.
Like I said,
Then somehow she was killed in secret without any of us knowing.
And after she died, who knows how much time went by before we found her, right?
no, she knew. Dude, I'm telling this old girl, the model.
Somewhere? She couldn't have been in the garden the whole time, could she?
If she was, she would have been totally decomposed. Just like your brain.
Then she was being stored somewhere?
Yeah.
To hide a body here. To just store it somewhere?
I got it!
There we go.
Mukuro's body was probably kept hidden in the biolab.
Biolab? You mean on the 5th floor?
That's right. It's actually set up for use as a morgue. So it's the perfect place to hide a body. And it'd keep the body preserved at the same time.
Yeah, because it's in the freezer. Kind of like how we store food.
Then you're also saying the body was moved from the biolab to the garden.
And I have no doubt that that's exactly what happened.
I'm sorry. Alright,
I got it! What makes me so sure the body was carried from the biolab to the garden is the tarp that we found in the garden. When I was checking it over again, I noticed something.
She knows McCall.
I noticed that some text had been stamped on one corner of the tarp.
Oh, it says Biolab.
Holy cow! How'd you notice that tiny little thing?
Makoto's nitpicky nature seems to have surfaced with perfect timing.
This proves that the tarp originally came from the biolab. In fact, there's a whole stack of tarps just like it in there.
So when the killer moved the body to the garden, they must have grabbed a tarp to wrap it in. Then they simply left it as it was to protect against the sprinklers, and put the coat on it afterwards.
You made everything sound so amazingly consistent.
That's just a wild guess. Where's your evidence? Prove that the body was wrapped in a tarp and moved.
There is no evidence. I was simply explaining what I think happened. But you seem to be getting pretty worked up about it, wouldn't you say?
Worked up?
Now that the conversation has turned to the topic of the biolab, you must be getting pretty nervous.
Alright, bet.
Because the key to uncovering your secret identity is hidden within that room.
You're talking about unmasking the mastermind?
Yes, right.
You see, the biolab contained an inconsistency. One so major it can't be overlooked.
La la la, I can't hear you. La 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 la.
Such a child. Oh well, just ignore him.
Hey, by the way, Makoto, what about that one thing?
What one thing?
What one thing?
What do you think? I'm talking about your family.
Oh, yeah.
Don't tell me you forgot about that video message. So,
Why are you bringing that up now?
your mom, your dad, your little sister. What do you think has happened to your family? Are they really as safe as you might have assumed?
Stop talking about that!
Calm down, Makoto. He wants you to get upset.
You really doing this?
Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this? What are you even talking about? What do you want? Are you sure about this? What are you even talking about? I'm not listening.
Oh shit.
This should prove it.
Okay, there we go.
The inconsistency Kyoko's talking about is the lights.
What are you talking about? What about the lights?
Like I said before, the biolab also acts as a morgue.
Yeah.
And as part of that, a giant refrigerator was installed in there. That's where everyone who's died is stored.
And it was set up so that when a slot had a body in it, a blue light would turn on.
In other words, if the blue light is on, that means there's a body in that slot.
Ah, gotcha.
But I counted up the number of blue lights that were on, including the one Mukuro was in, and there were only 9.
Why does that matter? You gotta give me the bite-sized version here, man.
There's 10 bodies altogether. You dumb tard. Oh god.
I got it! 10 of the lights should have been on. Any other number is incredibly suspicious.
Suspicious? Why? That's simple. Just recall who's died here so far.
Right. Oh, it's not.
So 10 people in all?
That's right. Any other number would make you immediately suspicious.
Yeah.
But according to the lights in the biolab,
Only
nine
9
people
lights.
were being stored there.
That means somebody ain't really dead.
Seeing a dead body just up and disappeared?
That means somebody ain't really dead.
I got it! The masterminds destroyed one of the bodies to get rid of evidence.
But if they wanted to do that, they would have destroyed Mukuro's body, since they actually killed her. And yet, her body was left alone.
Then, whose body disappeared?
It may very well be that none of them disappeared.
Yeah.
Well, if that's true, then why doesn't the body count match?
Including Monokuma's executions, there have apparently been 10 deaths. That's the point I'm trying to make.
I'm completely lost. How can the number of victims be less than the number of murders?
I got it! What about if the same person was killed twice?
Killed twice?
Officially, 10 murders have been committed so far.
Right.
But one of the victims may have been murdered, and then murdered again.
Murdered and murdered again?
I know. I get what you're
If
saying.
that's the case, there could have been 10 killings, but still only 9 victims.
Technically, you're right, I guess. But still, something like that.
Could easily have happened. No, it is what happened.
Sounds like you're already convinced. Then can you tell us who was killed twice?
It was Mukuro, of course. Before she was killed as Mukuro Ikusaba, she was killed as someone else.
Oh.
And that's why the body had to be stored in the biolab until the moment we found it in the garden.
No, that's crazy talk. She was killed as someone else? Come on! Besides, who could that that someone else even have been?
All you have to do is look at those bodily injuries of hers, and that will become obvious.
Nothing's gonna become obvious because Kyoko's totally delusional.
Oh, I know who it is. I know. Ooh.
Who is this someone else that Mukuro was billed as? Was it Sayaka Maizono? Junko Enoshima? Leon Kuwata? Chihiro Fujisaki? Mondo Owada? Kiyotaka Ishimaru? Hifumi Yamada? Celestia Lu whatever? Or maybe Sakura Ogami? No. There's no way anyone was murdered twice.
I know who it was.
Who is this someone else that Mukuro was billed as? Was it Sayaka Maizono? Junko Enoshima?
Gotcha.
Leon Kuwata? Chihiro Fujisaki?
Mondo, Kiyotaka, Hifumi, Celestia, Lu, or maybe...
No. There's no way anyone was murdered.
No, he's wrong. Junko, wasn't her fatal injury pretty similar to Mukuro's?
A little too
What
similar.
do you mean?
Well, remember what happened to her? She was impaled by a bunch of spears.
And Mukuro died from a number of wounds across her body.
Yeah.
When you compare that to the stab wounds Junko suffered,
And the similarities match?
They matched the mother.
Yes, and those are the only fatal injuries that match up.
Ooh.
That explains why those two bodies are actually one and the same.
so let me see if I have this straight. Junko, or someone going by that name, was stabbed to death with multiple spears.
Yeah.
Then her body was kept in the biolab for however long before being dragged out again. Only this time, it was presented as the corpse of one Mukuro Ikusaba.
It all matches up, right? Those wounds Junko suffered could easily be these same injuries.
It's really true? Mukuro and Junko are the same person? Wait, so then... what does it all mean?
It means that there haven't been 10 victims, but 9, which also means that among the people we thought were dead, one is still alive.
And that's the true identity of the mastermind?
That's right.
Who is it? Who's behind all this?
We already know the answer to that. It's Mukuro. She's still alive.
I'm assuming that's who it is.
She took Junko's body and made it look like she was the one who died. So Mukuro is still alive. She's
Yeah.
gotta be. A little silence, then I must be right. I'm right, aren't I?
Ah, she's not right.
The body we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
Oh, it's probably the body type probably didn't match.
The body
Or probably does match.
found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive? That's right. She makes some of the mastermind's trip. What do you say, Monokuma?
I know.
The body we found wasn't
Gotcha.
No, he's wrong. No, the body we found in the garden was Mukuro. That's one thing we can be sure of.
How?
The body's appearance and measurements are consistent with her records. Right, Kyoko?
She was 5 foot 6 inches tall and weighed 97 pounds. Her vitals were 31, 21, 32. Everything in her profile is consistent with that corpse.
And then there's the matter of the Fenrir tattoo. So there's no question it's her.
But if Mukuro's not the mastermind, then
It's Junko.
still
Here's my answer.
Junko's the mastermind.
Junko is still alive. It's the only possibility.
Oh.
Are you sure about that?
Huh?
I admit, since Mukuro is undoubtedly dead, Junko does seem to be the only other explanation.
Yeah.
But we saw her get impaled. She died right before our very eyes. If Junko were still alive, the death we saw would had to have been some kind of charade. But you yourself confirmed she was dead, did you not?
She was dead. There's no question. Junko was dead.
So, the idea that she's still alive.
It must be wrong.
then you're withdrawing your previous statement?
I know you gave it your best shot, but too bad. I guess your conclusion was a dud. Too bad.
Nah, it's definitely her.
This case hasn't been decided just yet.
Oh?
You haven't given up already, have you, Makoto?
Of course not.
No, of course not. There's no way I'd give up that easy.
That's all well and good, but how do you intend to solve the problem standing in your way? Junko absolutely died. Mukuro absolutely died.
Then both of them are dead, right? There can't be any kind of survivor story.
I think we need to look at this from the opposite direction.
Huh? The opposite direction?
Let's assume Junko is still alive. If so, how could she have survived?
Another one? Seriously? Somebody said out loud before making this game, I need to call. Okay, we need L. L. Yeah. No, you find C. There you find D. Still need that D.
Now I understand. That's it. What if she switched places with someone else?
Switch places?
That's right. Before the spears could kill her, she got someone to take her place. Specifically, Mukuro Ikusaba.
Then that would make it Mukuro's corpse that showed up later.
Which is why the body's height and weight and everything match Mukuro's profile.
I don't know anything about this switching places thing, but that had to be Junko who got stabbed to death, right?
Nah, maybe not.
Yeah, you're saying they switched? to die? Like she used some kind of ninja replacement technique?
No, it's probably during the time where Sakia died.
Good point. There's just no way they could have switched like that. So maybe the whole idea is wrong.
My God! The two of them may have switched places from the very beginning.
What? From the beginning?
Yes, from the moment we first met. If that's when they switched, then they wouldn't have had to switch at the moment of death, right? After all, the one we saw at that point would have already been Mukuro.
Hold on. So, you're saying the Junko we first met was actually Mukuro all along?
We'd already met her?
That's what it sounded like, baby
I
girl.
had, like, a normal conversation with her.
When we first met, none of us knew who anyone else was. So Mukuro could have simply told us her name was Junko.
From the very
We
beginning.
never would have known the difference. That would easily allow the two of them to switch places from the very beginning.
Wait, but Mukuro had a tattoo on the back of her hand, right? Junko never had any tattoo like that, did she?
She could have hidden it with foundation. If she did, it likely melted away in the explosion, exposing the tattoo after the body was extinguished. Plus, there were the fake nails found on the hands of Mukuro's body.
Oh, and Junko did have fake nails.
They were the same fake red nails she was wearing when we all met for the first time.
But if she really did use foundation,
Correct. Even if there was no tattoo on her hand, I couldn't say for certain it wasn't Mukuro. So I'm glad nobody noticed that glaring hole when we were trying to figure out who attacked Makoto. But too bad for you, Monokuma. You can't deny it anymore.
Wait, so this whole thing was a setup in the very beginning?
If that's true, it was quite an elaborate plan to be sure, making it look like Mukuro was Junko.
The reason such an elaborate plan was possible is because the two of them were working together.
So Mukuro, the ultimate despair, teamed up with someone like her. In other words, it would be fair to say that Junko herself was also the ultimate despair.
What's wrong? Lost the will to fight back?
I think he's just afraid.
Afraid? What's that mean? Fear is only possible where hope is possible. I only have despair, so fear is an alien concept to me.
Alright, bet.
Then why haven't you been saying anything?
Because it's a bunch of nonsense. Junko's my secret identity? As if.
Then why did you try and protect Junko's real identity?
I tried to protect her identity? When did I do that?
My God! While I was in the AV room, watching the DVD of our interviews with the headmaster, you made sure I couldn't finish watching the video. Is because you didn't want me to see the real Junko, did you?
Oh, yeah! If everyone was in that video, of course Junko would have had to show up.
And if Makoto saw the real Junko, it would have been totally obvious that the Junko we met was an imposter.
that whole power outage thing was just a fluke.
I can't believe we're doing this again.
What do you want? What do you want? Are you sure about this? You're getting all riled up. That's impossible. That's impossible.
This should prove it.
Here we go.
The video wasn't the only thing you tried to cover up. I noticed it just a little while ago, when we were all comparing the photos we'd gotten. In all the photos, there's a certain similarity.
What's so unusual about them?
You always had a face covered.
I got it! Junko's face. The one thing common to every single photo is that you can't see her face.
You see everyone else's face just fine.
It's hard to believe her face would just happen to be hidden in every single picture. And on top of that, in this photo, you can see that Mukuro is clearly visible. So in other words, at that point, the two of them hadn't switched yet. With all that in mind, there's no doubt that the girl whose face is hidden here is the real Junko.
Oh, yeah.
Which is why you had to have pictures that didn't show her face. Because if we could have seen her face, then it would have clearly revealed that the Junko in the pictures wasn't the Junko that we knew.
Xanadu!
I believe everything Makoto said is true. Junko and Mukuro switched places before we met either of them.
So she killed Mukuro, who had taken her place, making it look like she died. And the real Junko is still alive.
And she's the one behind this whole murderous situation. This killing game. She's the true mastermind.
Xanadu times 2!
Oh, yeah, that is true. You saw Junko's real identity, let alone.
With this, the identity and the crimes of the mastermind have been exposed.
No, wait! Hold on!
Don't bother trying to deny it. There's no more room for debate. You don't have anywhere left to run. I'll prove everything. Right now!
So let me get this straight. After Jackass created this fucker, he created another game, the mini game. Okay. Oh my god, we doing this again. Some jackass said, really? The killer, some guy said, I need to code this in the game. Really? You want to recode this? Oh shit, oh no. Some guy said, I need to code this. Alright, let's see if I get this right. Because whoever thought of this, kinda need their ass kicked.
Here's exactly what happened. We met the ultimate fashionista, Junko and Oshima, right after we all arrived, but that wasn't the real Junko.
Okay, that was right.
The girl we saw before us was actually the 16th student who had taken Junko's place. And that girl's name was Mukuro Ikusawa. But it wasn't long before she died at the hands of Monokuma, Junko, and Oshima. Her body was kept in a biolab, which had been converted into a morgue until Junko decided to put her body to use. Junko dragged the body out of the biolab, using the tarp to carry her to the garden. She fabricated the murder to try and frame Kyoko. Meanwhile, she wanted us all to think Mukuro was still alive and hiding somewhere inside the school.
Damn. Oh, we got that right?
You! Meanwhile,
Okay, I did.
so she put on a mask and then attacked me. After making sure I'd gotten a good look at the mask, she left the room.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
Then she put the same mask on Mukuro's body. This was all to make us think the person who attacked me and the corpse were one and the same. She wanted us to believe the murder had only recently taken place.
But if she exploded the body.
Finally, by to destroy any remaining evidence. She needed to hide the body's true identity. She had to make sure we didn't find out it was actually the same person we'd met in the beginning. This is the truth behind Mukuro's murder, and the one who carried it all out is the true mastermind. The one controlling Monokuma. The real Junko Enoshima.
Boom. What? Fail.
That's the whole story behind this incident. Well, what do you have to say to that?
What? Are you broken again?
You can't get out of this, so don't even try.
Come on! It's time you finally revealed yourself!
It's not like you're an endangered species or something. How long do you plan to keep hiding?
Give it up, Junko. The game's over.
Over? Did you really think the story would end once we reached the climax of the case? Wrong! There's still plenty more to go!
We have been waiting so very long for peasants like you to appear.
Oh no.
If you swear your fealty to us, we will reward you with half of the entire world.
Oh my god.
We've even drawn up the deed already. We will grant you honor, status, in some of our home cooking. Have you made your choice? Will you serve under us?
Oh, did you think I was being serious? Sorry, I was just messing with you.
Yikes. I'm determined if we should continue or not.
It's been so long since I've had an audience. Even I'm not sure what kind of role I'm supposed to play. Anyway, looks like I've finally been set free. Having to play Monokuma all the time, day after day. It was like I was stuck in purgatory. Or like a slow suicide. I get bored so easy, you know? Huh? What about my face? What's wrong with my beautiful face? People have told me I'm cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined.
I feel like this isn't the first time I've seen you.
Okay, so we're going to end the video here. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please drop a like, subscribe, you guys, and comment down below. Only because this is the interesting fact, and I low-key want to finish this. Like, I'm thinking about finishing it tonight. And it's like 12, about to be 1 o'clock. I low-key, I think I want to finish this tonight. So you guys be easy. Whew.